Thank you very much, Williams. So my name is Daniel Bogdanov. I'm a former Android developer. I used to work as a project manager, technical project manager, and now I serve as an assistant director for technology at GCCom. And I want to say that it's a great pleasure to be here. And it's not just nice words, which I should say in the beginning of the presentation. I'm a tech person, and South Korea is a high-tech country. When I just came here, instead of getting, a stamp in a passport, I got a sticker with QR code. And then I said, oh, I'm gonna love this country. And yes, I do. I enjoy it so much. Today I want to start with a story. My story will be about John. And here we have John. Just a second. This is John. He's a young pastor. And as it usually happens to young pastors, his first church is in a very remote place. And the first task he received is to build a church building. And he should start with a foundation. And because he's very well-organized and responsible person, he made all agreements. He agreed with excavator company, he agreed with concrete company. So 1 week excavator would work, then right after that, concrete will come and fill the foundation deep with the concrete. But unfortunately, we live in an imperfect world, and excavator was broken. So he ended up in a situation when he has agreements, but excavator is not coming, but concrete will come. What does he do in this situation? He does what every pastor does. He comes to the pulpit and makes an appeal. So let's do it together. Entire church has been working for a week digging this foundation manually. They did it, but it was a hard work. How do you think he felt? He felt pretty bad because something that could have been done within 1 day with just joysticks of excavator was done within a week by a very hard manual work of many, many people. Okay, next story. He was promoted, and now he's a pastor in a big church in a big city. It's just one church in the city, and his plan is to build relationships with every organization, government entity, with every business in this city. And he was searching for the contact information of all these organizations, and he found these yellow pages. If you're my age or older, you know what's that. It's a huge book with all numbers, websites, etc. So he found it, the PDF file, 850 pages. His plan is to extract all the websites and upload it to some system, let's say Monday.com, where his team will go through every organization, contacting them, and changing the status, like we contacted them, we worked with them. So the plan is great. He's going to evangelize the entire city. The only problem is that John has no idea how to extract the website URL from the PDF file. If he would be a developer, he would know that he can use regular expressions for that. But he's not a developer. And actually, being pastor and coder at the same time, it's a very rare thing. I met just maybe 2-3 people like that. They are like unicorns. So he tried to Google that. How can I extract URLs from PDF? And he even found one solution which says we'll deliver, but it was very expensive, and he didn't have so much money for that. So, what does he do? He has a huge task, but he doesn't have a tool for that. Again, now his team has to spend hours and hours doing this boring manual job. Have you ever felt like that? When you have a task which could be done within seconds or minutes if you have a proper tool, but because you don't, you have to spend hours, maybe even days doing that. I have. And actually, the story about PDF is a story from my experience. So wouldn't you be happy if I told you that there's a solution? wouldn't it be great if there would be a developer working for you who can develop a script, little piece of software, which solve a problem like that. And this developer can work for you 24 hours, 7 days a week. And this developer is either free or very cheap. So there is such developer. And I'm actually pretty surprised I haven't heard this word in our presentations yet. The answer is AI. We finally started talking about AI. That's great. So we can create the little programs, piece of software, we call them scripts, which can complete your tasks like I just described with PDF very quickly. And the good news that everyone can do that. There's no need to be a developer or very technician. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. So I believe our mission here is to share with you the best tools. And I will tell you more details about this particular tool. But I hope that it will encourage you to be open to any other tools and technologies. So, how do we do that? It's very simple. You go to ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure you've heard about ChatGPT. Raise your hand if you have heard about ChatGPT. Most of you. That's good news. That's one of the artificial intelligence tools, the most important, popular one. So you go there, and you just type in the chat, hey, ChatGPT, I need to solve this problem. You send it, you get the script, you copy it, you save it as a file, launch it, voila, done. Let's go through that in more details. So first, we need to write a prompt. So you go to ChatGPT, and you can say something like, hello, how are you? Yeah, be nice to ChatGPT. Once AI will take over the world, you want it to be nice to you. So be nice. Hello, ChatGPT, how are you? Please, create a Python script that extracts URL from PDF and send them in a new file. If you send things like that, very general, it will do. It will deliver. But I'm not sure that's something what you expect. You will not get the good result from the first time. The problem is ChatGPT is very agreeable. Anything you send it, it will give you some result. But it's better to give more details. If you share the task description like that with a real developer, they will look you in the eye and say, seriously? I need more details. What PDF file? Where is the PDF file? Where the result file should be? So, the best strategy is not just provide the general description at the top, but think step by step what exactly you want this script to do, and explain it to ChatGPT. Okay, let's do it right now. In our case, the first step would be, what PDF? Where's the PDF, these yellow pages, with which I want to work? So the first step would be, script should ask me for the PDF location. Okay, good. Next, where the result should be, in what format we expect. So the second step would be, script should ask me for the folder's location where the CSV file will be created. And even if we send it like that, that is already a great result. It will give you very good script. But we can do even better. We can think how to improve it. For example, let's say the file is huge, the big one, and it can take a while to proceed it. So we can ask to print the progress, so we can see the progress. Script should show the progress every second. Okay, and then we send it. This is the interface of ChatGPT. You paste it, you click this little button, send, and you get the result. The good news that ChatGPT explains everything he's doing. And you will not just get the portion of the code, it will explain how it works. And even in the code, you will see a little comments of almost everything he's doing. That's great. Okay, what do you do next? You need to copy that, and you need to create the script file out of it. It's very simple. Here's the button, copy code. You just click it. Then you go to any text browser, text editor, like the one you have in your computer, the standard one, default one, or something more fancy like Sublime Text. And you just paste it there, like that, and you save it. But when you save it, don't save it as usually like script.txt. No, we need script.py. I will explain why py later. It's not about food, it's about Python. So, we save it like that, and voila, you created your first script. You're not a developer, you've never coded, but you have the script file. And that was easy. You just ask what you need, get result, copied it, and saved it as a file. So you have the script file. Now we need to launch the program. How to do that? If you have the Word file, you obviously need Microsoft Word installed on your computer to open this file, right? The same with these scripts. This script written on the Python. Python is the programming language, and that's the best one for little tasks like that because it's at the same time the simplest one, but also one of the most powerful one, very, very, very powerful one. So we're going to use Python, but to launch Python script, we need to install Python first. How do we do that? The same way you install any application. You go to Python website, you download this programming language environment, and you install it as any other application on your computer. So far, there's nothing really tricky, hackers, developer thing. Everything is simple, what you do every day. Okay, you install that, and after that, once you have it, good, we need to launch it. And to launch it, you need to use the program called Terminal or Console. On Windows, that will be the command line. On Mac, that will be Terminal. How do you do that? Most people, when they see the green symbols on the black screen, they are terrified. Like, whoa, this is something I definitely cannot do. This is some hacker stuff. I can show you that it's not. So you search for this application in your computer. If it's Windows, you just go, start, you type command line, and you will have application, just click it. The same on Mac, but it's called Terminal. And once it's opened, to launch the Python script, you just type Python, because we opened Python script. You type Python 3, because it's third version of the language, and then you drag and drop your script file. Remember, we had a script file there, this one. You just drag and drop it to this application, and that's it. And you hit enter. And your script, your program is launched. That's it. If you need to interact with this program, like in our case, program will ask you, okay, where's the PDF file you want me to go through and file all these URLs? It's also very easy. The program will ask you questions, like here you can see it says, please enter the path to the PDF file. The same thing. To answer this question, it's like a dialogue with the application. You drag and drop the folder there and hit enter, like that. Okay, now program knows where the PDF file or the folder where we want to save this file, and it actually does the job. Go for the file, and then you go to the folder specified, and you see the result. This is how it works. It was not difficult. I'm pretty sure not just my mother can do that. I think my grandma can do that. So I want to encourage you, some technologies are not as scary as you think. And you can even create your own software for needs like that, if you want. Okay, good. Now let's talk about, and here's the result file. You see all the URLs from the file. Wonderful. Now let's talk about problems. Sometimes you have problems. When I used to work as a developer, when I develop a feature in an application and I launch it for the first time, I would say in 90% cases it never worked perfectly from the first time. And it's not just me being a bad developer, it's the common practice. It's a complicated stuff, so you need some fixes, improvements before it works properly. It never works from the first time. So if it's the case with a human, we shouldn't expect the perfect result from the first time with machine too, with AI, with ChatGPT. So you might have some problems, and how to fix them? The good news is, yeah, if you found the script on the internet, and you copied it, pasted it, saved it, launched it, and it didn't work, all you can do, you can go to this website and maybe leave a comment, and if you're lucky, somebody maybe will respond to you within a week, 2, 3, so it's not the solution for us. The good thing is about ChatGPT, if you have a problem, You solve it like the couples with the healthy relationships do that. You just talk it through. You just talk to ChatGPT. You say, hey ChatGPT, I have a problem. This is my problem. I got an error message. Please solve it. And the ChatGPT will definitely say, oh, I'm so sorry, because it's very polite technology. And then it will give you step-by-step instruction how to fix it. And this is what I like about it, because you're not a developer. You don't understand the code you're saving and launching. So you need somebody to guide you from that process. And ChatGPT is doing that in a very human manner. It reminded me in the experience I had with my first mentor who taught me how to develop. He went for me through my mistakes and problems and helped me to fix it. ChatGPT is doing the same thing. And let me show you one case, what the problem and how we fix it. For example, when you write the script, the surprise is you're not the first person who's working with PDFs. So many people already wrote a lot of scripts and code, and sometimes you can use the code which somebody else wrote in the past. We call these pieces of code which serves some particular function, we call them libraries or packages. For example, there's a library working with PDF or working with networking. So before using that, you need to install them on your computer. And the common problem is ChatGPT gives you the script, and these scripts rely on one of these libraries, but you don't have them on your computer. So usually ChatGPT will let you know about that in the very beginning, like on this screenshot. You just ask me, please create the script which goes through the PDF and extracts all URL. And the first thing it would say like, okay, here's the script, but before that, please copy these 2 lines, paste them to the terminal, and hit enter. But sometimes it's not doing that, so you're getting errors. If you get error, you just copy that, you paste it to ChatGPT, like, this is the error I got, how to fix it, and you get a step-by-step solution from ChatGPT. And if there would be no feature like that, I wouldn't recommend it to you, because if you don't have experience, how can you fix things? But there is. You can just talk the problems through the ChatGPT, and you will fix the problems with this, let's say, copilot, companion. Okay. So we went through all the steps how to use this feature. You write the prompt, you get the result, you save it as a file, and you launch it. Now, let's talk about other advantages. Let's compare it with a real developer. Here, in South Korea, junior means the beginner level. Python developer will charge you for, if I'm not mistaken, 16,000 wons, which is about $12 per hour. And for this task with PDF, it would take about 2-3 hours to complete with this developer. When ChatGPT, and I encourage you to use paid version because it's much better, ChatGPT 4, it's $12 per month. So it's cheaper, but the real question is, if you have the tasks like that, something very routine, so you need to automate it, would you really hire a developer for that? Do you know where to find them? Do you know how to interview them? Then you need to onboard them to your organization environment. So I don't think you would spend so much efforts just for one little task. That's the beauty of this tool. There is no need to do any of these steps. With ChatGPT, you can jump right into task description, which is wonderful. Okay, that was an example with PDF. That was a good one, but maybe that's not something you do often. What else scripts you can create with ChatGPT? So, yeah, you can work with files, searching for URLs, emails. This is we just discussed. Also, for example, it could help you organize files. Let's imagine you have the hard drive with a lot of images, backups from phones, cameras, other laptops, thousands of images. And you want to organize them, let's say by year, and within year folder by location. It will take a while for you to do it manually. With ChatGPT, you can do it easily. It can create a script for that. What else? if you need to change the metadata of the file, let's say you're a designer creating images, and every time they create it, they need to change the metadata, maybe the copyright or author. So you can automate this process with ChatGPT Python scripts easily. Or if you need to fetch some data from the website, or you need to automate email sending process, all this stuff could be done and automated by these scripts, which is a good news. Okay, these are advantages. I want to warn you that if you want to develop something complicated, let's say you want to develop a website with this technology, that's not the best idea. First, it is for something primitive, like working with PDF. Second, there are some security concerns, so please don't do that. Okay, these are advantages. It can do many things you'll see on the screen. There's no need to onboard this technology, go straight to the task description. But I believe it's more than that. I believe this technology is the next step of evolution of technologies. Imagine the program which can create features for you on the fly. In other words, the software which creates another software is a very, very powerful thing. And if you have things like that, that's great. So it already can do many things, but I believe much more is coming. And the last thing I want to say is the analogy with the personal computers. You remember, personal computers in the previous century, they were not very smart, compact, and efficient. They were big, slow, and inefficient. But there were people who saw potential in personal computers. And even if these people didn't use this PC that time, they were following every update about this technology. They kept their eyes on this technology. And one day, personal computers changed. They became compact, quick, and efficient. And these people, they were first who used it. And they used it right away after they become efficient. And they got a huge advantage over the other people. You remember that. So I believe this technology is the same. It's already good. Right now, it might not serve your needs. But I encourage you to keep your eye on this technology. Because I believe one day, when it crosses this line and become even more powerful, I really want our church to be first who will take full advantage of this technology. So I encourage you to try it. And this is what I pray for our church to use it right away, to be first. Thank you.